Hi guys, welcome to my first video ever. In this video I'm gonna talk about my new bullet journal and how I've been saying on my pages for the last 15 days, but let's get into it. So this is my bullet journal. It's from the brand Scribbles and Mar. I don't know if you can see that, but so far I'm really pleased with that brand, so I would really recommend it. It's in the size A5 and it's dotted, as you'll see in a minute. Also, it's the pro version because it doesn't have the doodles here, and I actually regret not having them, but I'll have to work with that. And so for the characteristics, it's hardcover, but also like soft. I don't know how to say it. It has this elastic band and a pen loop, which I'm not yet using, but it's good. And it also has a little pocket here, which is gonna be useful for when I take it to class or travel. And these are the doodles that are usually on the cover if you get the iconic version. I'll link it down below so you can see it. So basically when you open it, the first thing you see is a place to write your name, which is blurred out for obvious reasons, and then date journal started, and as you can see I started on July 2018, so just a couple of weeks ago since it's still July. And then you can see that it says tip to avoid ruining your new journal, try out all the new pens on the pen test page at the end. And that's exactly what I did. Here at the end you have a pen test, and those are the pens I've been using. Nothing too fancy except for the Tombow, and I'm gonna tell you why I regret it in just a couple of minutes. But basically I didn't want to spend a lot of money on nail pens. I still didn't know if I liked it or not, and to be honest I don't understand why they're so expensive. So this is what I've been using. The first pen is a Peppermint Ink Joy, which is just a black pen that I had at home. Let me find it. It's this one. As you can see, nothing fancy, just a black pen that I had. The point is kind of big, that's why I got some other ones. I'll get to that later. It's 1.0 1.0 basically, but it's working really good, and as you can see there's no ghosting or bleeding. Then we have these stabilos. Those are this type of markers. I have them in all the pastel colors that I've been using for quite a long time now, not just for journaling, and I've been loving them. I love pastel colors, and when I saw them I knew I had to get them. So I'll link it down below, everything, if I can find it too, but would recommend this one if you like the colors. And then I've been using Stabilo fine liners for quite a time now. These are the ones I have. I have the neon one, which has orange, green, yellow, pink, and coral or red. I don't know. Really cute colors. And then I also have the pastel ones, which also have orange, blue, gray, pink, yellow, another blue, green, and purple. These ones I really like, especially to complement with these colors because they go really well together. I think it's the same brand, but I've been using them for note-taking and a lot of other stuff, so I didn't buy them, I already had those. Then, well, a blue pen is just blue marker that I already had, which right now I don't know where it is, but just a regular marker. And finally, I've bought some pens. I really wanted a fine pen since my other one is not really fine. So what I got is this Uni Pen Fine Line. It's 0.05. It's the one that they had in my local paper store. So I got this one. You can see it's really fine and quite good. I've been liking it. And then I wanted to buy this from the same brand some other sizes because to give some diversity, but this one were kind of expensive. It was like, if I'm not wrong, €1.50 or something like that. And then just next to it with these big intensity pens, which are, doesn't say the size, but it was as big as the 09, I believe, and it was half the price. So I got this in black and gray. If I like them, I'll get more colors. There was a very big diversity of colors, and I've been really like them also. I feel like I'm liking everything. And then finally, after seeing tons of YouTube videos and on Instagram and stuff, I decided to get the Tombow dual brush pen for calligraphy, I guess. It has a marker end and a brush end. Maybe it's because I'm not good at calligraphy yet, but so far I regret spending over €3 in a pen. I hope it's worth it at the end. I'll have to practice. I don't know how I'll practice, but we'll see. So far, I would say if you're new to this, don't get it yet. Wait, unless you're good at calligraphy, obviously, but wait. And then if we look at the bleeding and ghosting, you can see that only these types of stabilo bled a little bit, which was expected. But the other ones have a little bit of ghosting, but it doesn't really matter when you write on both pages. So I'm really happy with that. So now let's get to my actual bullet journal. In the scheme of the Mars journals, you get a key and an index. The index is 3 pages. Still didn't decide on the key I wanted to use, so I left that blank and we'll see how it goes. And for the color code, I'm still thinking about it, because I'm thinking of either getting a color for each subject, but then subjects change, or a color for personal and school, but then I also want to use this as my school agenda. So I'm still not sure. And then we have here the index. As you can see, I only started 2 collections, but I'm proud of them. So here's the index. So first of all, I have the yearly glance for 2018 and 2019. Right now we're in July, so that's why it's not complete yet. In green turquoise are my holidays, and then in pink, important dates. This took me more time than expected, but I only used this pen, so that's why you only need a black pen or a blue pen if you prefer. You don't need to buy anything, because I didn't have anything yet. Took me quite some time, but I like it. I did both years because I expected, since it's July, I think I will use it for at least the first half of 2019, but I think I'll probably use it more. And then we have the 2018 in pixels. I've been seeing this in Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, and Pinterest like a lot, and I always liked it. And on January 1st, I decided I wanted to do it. So I didn't have this journal, but I did do it on separate notebook that I don't know what it is right now, but that's what I've been doing, just in a regular notebook. Yeah. So that's why I haven't like completed. Today is the 20th, so I need to complete this one. I've been having some on the, there's the 20th, yeah, in the 18th it was a good day. And then yesterday was a good day too. I got a haircut I liked. So That's it. Really easy to do. Just do a key with things that relate to you. Just not just what on internet. Some people like to track like their anxiety levels or other kind of things, but make it more personal. So for me, this bright pink means very happy. This coral means that I had a good day. Orange is neutral, just nothing much. Blue is a sad day. In gray is a stress or anxious day. I really get stressed before exams or anxious or before important days or on some working days. Then red is pain or sick. So I get like not sick much, but more like days where I'm like in pain, like tummy aches, or the other day I burned myself. And then in green is full study days. Those are days that the only thing I did was sit at a table and study or go to class and study, and so that's why I cannot really classify as neutral because I don't know, I've been really focused on studying. So what I use here to do the grid is still this pen, and then once I got my Unity fine liner, I did the shadowing here, the title, and the quote. So the quote says there's always a reason to smile, find it. So this is a reminder to smile at least once a day. And this page is still blank, but I'm thinking of putting like a quote or finding or doodling or finding some images. I still don't know, but I really want to start the next page on a double page. So here is this is hidden for a reason, and this is gonna be blurred out for privacy also. So this fall semester I'm going on Erasmus. That's an exchange program for universities or college here in Europe. That's why there's the European flag, and it's really important when you're going on Erasmus to do all your paperwork and do it on time. So that's why this page has been helping me. I had it on another notebook also before I started journaling, and I just put everything here. So if you're going in Erasmus, I would recommend getting something like this because it's been really helping me. So basically, this page, besides the title, nothing too fancy, but I like it. It's a paper or a task that I need to do, the due date, a column to say if I complete it or not, and a column to say if I send it, to mark the day where I send it in case I need to send it back so I can check my email on that date or like tell them no, I sent it on that, just to keep track. So for instance, the one that you can see is my application form. I had to send it before the 22nd of March, and so I completed it and I sent on the 20th of March. So that's good. Here are some papers that don't have a due date, but I have to send as soon as possible, that I'm gonna do right now. Here you can see C1, that's my level that I got because I had to do an online test. And that way it's really easy to keep track of what you have to do, what you have to send, and all that stuff. So really would recommend this. Then here are two important dates that they told me. One is the welcome session and then registration day. So here I have when I have to go, date and time, and then where. So like the place they told me to. And then here are the documents I need for, I don't know if it's both or just one of them, but I just have to make sure that I have all this information. And to write in blue, I just use my regular big blue pen. Well, this one is green, but it's the same one, but in blue. I cannot find the other one, but that's why I write my notes. I've been using this for years, so there's no blurring, ghosting, or bleeding with this pen. And then for the documents title, I've used once again my Uni pen fine line. And for the welcome session and registration and when and where, I use the big intensity markers. just so you can see how they go. And then my last page so far is this one that is covered up good for privacy reasons once again. But I was bored the other day, so I decided to draw a map of my campus. Obviously, if you don't have the time or you don't think you have the skills, a really easy way is to print it. That way you can have it here with all your other stuff, and once I'm there, I'm gonna mark like where my classes are, where my apartment is, and make it like cute, I guess. So far that's all I've got. As you can see, everything else is blank. So I hope you liked my first video. If you did, please subscribe, let me know in the comments below, and give a thumbs up. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!